Election day is tomorrow. Election day is tomorrow. I'd prefer that everyone would have voted early, but tomorrow is it. No excuses. Tomorrow is the last day to make your voice heard. It's the last day to potentially save a woman's autonomy, last day to vote on personal privacy, last day to vote on the right to vote in the future, and the last day to choose a path of progress for your children in schools. It's for your children's children. Abortion, contraception, IVF, democracy, civil rights, books, free choice. Look, this is the election that potentially will send this version of America backwards. Tomorrow is the last day to vote. Plan if you haven't already. Check the weather. Bring snacks and water. If the line is long, don't give away your chance to have your vote counted. The election is tomorrow. Vote.
Recorded live from the Maddie Johnson podcast studio at GOT Sound Studio in Columbia, South Carolina. This is the All About Nothing podcast. The views expressed on this program are the opinions of the host. Some content and subject matter may not be appropriate. Listener discretion is advised. Listeners are encouraged to follow the show at theallaboutnothing.com for links to social media and more. Listeners can call the show at 803-672-0533. Thank you for listening.
All right, welcome to another episode of the All About Nothing podcast. This is episode 135.
We've done 135 of these?
Is it? Yeah. Is it? So I don't know that I've ever committed to anything like this over the course of so much time, and to have 135 episodes as a representation. All right, let's say to have almost 80 episodes is a good representation of what the
a lot
of
people
is.
Quit.
Yeah.
Well, the pandemic was over.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but even before that,
You know what Joe Biden said?
What? Oh,
It's over.
Yeah.
What he said.
I honestly, I fear the flu more than the pandemic right now.
And RSV.
RSV is getting kids and whatnot. That's pretty serious.
One of my clients all the way in middle America had she said her kid has it.
Man. Hey, real quick, I want to give a shout out to Daniel Duncan, who stopped by the house this week and provided us with these T-shirts that say
that's the best. How do you not vote for him off these T-shirts alone?
Let's fix the fucking potholes.
Yeah,
I love it.
It's fantastic. Thank you, Daniel Duncan.
So we add that to our collection.
I'm not sitting on a Duncan. I'm just.
If you're in District 14.
Yeah, District 14. So I want to say he gave us these shirts to support his campaign. Daniel Duncan, of course, is the Democratic nominee from South Carolina House seat, District 14. You can hear the interview with Daniel back on episode 117. And honestly, after getting to meet him, he is a fantastic person. Like, I got to talk to him when we were on the phone. We exchange texts all the time.
We need to get him back in here. I'd like to talk to him.
Yeah.
If this shirt is any indication.
Yeah, he is genuinely just a good person. Like, he worked for a long time at as a Waffle House as the manager and the cook and whatnot. Like,
well, as you can see,
really down to earth.
Barrett is the only one that can go viral around here, so you know how that goes.
Well, and Trent just brought out his Abercrombie and Fitch skills and folded that bad boy up nice.
Oh yeah, just so you know, perfect.
It was good
for the camera.
Trent used to work there. He was the people at the
never
door
wear Abercrombie.
Shirt
Foot Locker. Shout out to Foot Locker. Abercrombie, they wouldn't hire me.
Did you do a lot of shirt folding at the Foot Locker?
Yes.
Okay, that's fair. I also want to say hello to Amy Scott Lundy, who I didn't actually get to meet at the Larkins-Wilson debate, but did acknowledge on Facebook that she would be using our podcast for her couch to 5K. To which I have only this order. Amy, you have to keep us abreast as to how that's going. Like, through the course of these episodes, and we need episode numbers. So when you get to you're doing like a 2K, be like, that was episode 137 or something like that. Yeah.
Or she's like, I had to stop.
I have a 5K this weekend.
She's like, unfollow.
I have a 5K this weekend. So the potential is that you're hearing me after my death, because this drops on Monday.
You're going to die?
Who knows? We'll see.
Okay, take off.
Oh, nobody's shooting me.
No, hopefully not.
And rest in
might make the start gun.
Rest in peace. Take off. That's
a little piece of filament just comes out and gets you like
tragic.
Yeah, man, very tragic. Very tragic.
Also, we got
dice game.
Yeah, that's what it was. It was over a dice game.
Dice game.
I thought they said it was at a bowling alley.
Bowling alley shooting dice.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Stick with bowling. Here's your lesson.
So we got some free promotion from the South Carolina Republican Party Facebook page, as well as the Ellen Weaver for Superintendent of Education page since the last recording.
So a Republican page got us too?
The South Carolina State Republican Party did too.
I didn't see this
They
one.
used the same clip.
Oh, did they?
Oh yeah. So what I was thinking, Barrett, we need to sue because they didn't ask you to use it.
Yeah, they didn't. They did not.
And that's
ask.
your IP, your property.
I am virtually my only IP.
Correct. So yes,
Intellectual?
My only intellectual
Maybe.
property. I didn't say
intellectual.
I didn't say I wasn't stressing on the.
He said, "I am my own
intellectual part.
property, but intellectual."
Yeah,
That's
both.
the Jar Jar Binks. I speak. The ability to speak does not mean you're intelligent.
Yeah, both of their Facebook pages decided to use an abrupt cut of my interview with Lisa Ellis to try and indicate that she didn't know what the job of superintendent did. But that wasn't actually my question during the conversation. My question was,
What's the reach, right?
Yeah. Does
a lot
she
of people
know
didn't
the
know
reach
what
is gonna
that
be?
was. A lot of people that I showed that clip to, they was like, "What does reach mean?"
Who is gonna know until you know who the governor? Oh, the reach. Oh,
Yeah, they didn't know,
how far her power extends.
Correct,
Yeah.
but
And we have to.
they didn't know.
We got to thank Matt Vlardibo for pointing it
Yeah,
out.
if he hadn't pointed it out, I wouldn't have known.
Because we flew in there and all these people were like, because they didn't mention what episode it was. It was just they.
No.
If it
But
wasn't
you
for
seen
the
that All About Nothing graphic,
Yeah,
though.
Oh,
if
yeah.
it wasn't for the graphic, they would
Yeah.
have had to hunt for it. But then, like Matt said it, I let Barrett know, and you saw it, and we
Yeah.
all went in. And guess what? Don't fuck around with the AAN.
Yeah. We've got a crew out there that's ready to jump on.
They was like,
incorrect-
watch the whole podcast. I'm like, yeah.
So just to clarify, my question was, does she know what the reach of superintendent will be when she's elected? And truth be told, no one knows what that's going to be until you know actually who the governor is going to be, because McMaster's has already claimed that he's going to take
Yeah.
So,
responsibility.
Barry, you set her up for a question she didn't know.
If you watch or listen to the whole interview, I didn't know she didn't know the answer to it, but ultimately the reason I asked was because I didn't know the answer to it.
but
How would you know?
You're right.
But she miscued it. That lady cut it like with a
Yeah.
rusty
Oh, yeah,
saw,
yeah.
and it's
And ran it back.
like yeah.
And when she ran it back, I was like, we're getting more promo than that? Okay.
Repeat.
Did you do this in PowerPoint? Is that how you cut this?
That definitely was a PowerPoint.
This transition was not smooth.
iMovie.
Yeah, did it on my phone.
Truth be told, not knowing who the governor is and not knowing how far your power is going to reach, I have to be honest, I would rather Lisa Ellis say, I'm not sure.
And I
until
told
get
everybody that. I was like, it's so much better for her to say, I don't know,
Yeah,
compared
because
to make it up a lie.
if it shows up as like a false, promise that you've campaigned on, that no, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that, but it's based on what does the Constitution allow, what is the governor going to allow? These all come in.
And Ellen didn't say shit. Did she?
No, not at all. But based on the behavior of Ellen Weaver's campaign and the fact that neither one, the Republican Party or Ellen Weaver's campaign, actually engaged with me when I attempted to invite anyone from their party on the show or Ellen Weaver, I have something that I'd like to do, which is at this point, as I'm trying to pull up my music beds,
Looking like a Karen.
I want to go ahead and do some of our endorsements.
Okay.
For the parties here in South Carolina. So first of all, the All About Nothing podcast would like to endorse Lisa Ellis for superintendent of schools.
Here.
I
a
think,
real teacher.
yeah, absolutely,
A real teacher.
a real teacher. Also, the All About Nothing podcast would like to endorse Bill Kimler, Democratic nominee
Absolutely.
for House of Representatives, District 13.
Bill Kimler for district.
Daniel Duncan, South Carolina House of Representatives, District 14.
Let's fix the fucking potholes.
Fix the fucking potholes.
Best Boston accent.
Yeah. Fix a fucking pothole. Yeah.
Democratic Party nominee and Alliance Party nominee, Ryan Thompson of South Carolina House of Representatives, District 106.
Ryan Thompson, District 106.
106. Coming at you live.
Democratic Party nominee, Sidney Clinton for South Carolina House of Representatives, District 98. The fighting 98.
Not to be confused with Chelsea Clinton.
Sidney Clinton, fighting 98, District 98.
98 degrees.
Friend of the pod, Carla LaTrenta for South Carolina House of Representatives, District 66.
Carla LaTrenta, District 66.
Not to get confused with Trent, but
Or-
LaTrenta.
Or Order 66 from Star Wars.
The All About Nothing podcast would like to also proudly endorse Judd Larkins for South Carolina Congressional District number 2 for South Carolina.
Judge Larkins, District number 2. Hey, that's our district.
Democratic nominee for South Carolina House District 88, Daniel Shreve, we would like to endorse as well.
I don't know about that. Daniel Shreve.
Here, Barry, you might be going too far.
It's better than the other guy.
Democratic Party nominee Ashley Perot of South Carolina House of Representatives District 61, whom we did try to get on the show several times, but scheduling conflicts came up. She's a mom. She works.
Ashley, you only get promotion if you get on the show.
As you can see from Barry's picks.
We endorse Ashlyn as well.
All right, Ashlyn, fine.
She's terrific, by the way.
And you're terrific.
Terrific from Barry.
The All About Other podcast will proudly endorse Alliance Party nominee Sarah Work for South Carolina Treasurer.
Oh, work for treasurer.
She gives cool hats.
Yes, awesome hats.
Absolutely true.
Thank you, Miss Sarah.
Finally, Democratic Party nominee and pod champion Matt Villardo for South Carolina House of Representatives District 66.
My buddy Matt Villardo for District 66.
Dr. V.
We're going to have a
You forgot one more. You forgot one more.
Fort Mill.
I forgot one more.
Yeah, man.
Who did I forget?
Fucking governor, man.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Well, I mean, you know.
The most important race.
Couldn't get Clyburn in. Clyburn. I would endorse Clyburn.
Cunningham.
Well, we endorse
Couldn't get-
Joe Cunningham.
Yeah, Joe Cunningham for governor here. Yeah, we couldn't get him in.
Just call us the Cunninghams.
AlldayLong.com with Joe Cunningham. That is my dude. That dude is on it.
He's like, man, let's make this weed legal, gambling legal, fix these potholes,
Yeah, everything.
and take care of your own body.
Did you
no
watch
state income tax?
Did you watch
Ooh.
any of the debate last week? Did you watch any of it?
Yeah.
Okay, so one of the
Masters anti-gay marriage, like hard on for that.
Yeah, like I was a little bit shocked that was not a message that they got controlled before he went out there on stage, because like they asked him about gay marriage and he was like, well, the state law is that it's in our constitution that marriage is between a man and a woman. That's my worst.
Where did that come from?
Yeah, who knows? But he says, I may be old fashioned, but I don't know why that's my Henry McMaster
Old
impression.
fashioned would say you're
I said, I know I may be old fashioned.
Now a man and a woman. Now, see, boy.
But the idea,
Boy.
essentially,
He definitely looks like he used the word boy.
Yeah, around
3,000 times.
let's just say around the house.
Oh, yeah, the people that's cutting his grass now, boy. Get them edges, boy. Yard boy.
Digging their nice and deep, like boy.
Allegedly.
Ain't no allegedly.
It's allegedly. But I will say this: if you vote for McMaster, you're probably an asshole.
Yeah, I have a feeling that if you're a McMaster supporter, I not that all McMaster supporters are assholes, but that there are a good number of them that
All assholes are McMaster supporters.
There you go. All right. Yeah, I'll accept that.
It's like not all people who voted for Trump were Ku Klux Klan members, but all Ku Klux Klan members.
But yeah, I see where you're going. I see where you're going. The correlation between.
If we all remember the drastic poem that we got read to.
It was, yeah.
Yeah.
I recite it every night.
Please say
Before you go to bed.
Please say it right now. Say it right now.
The greatest governor in the history of South Carolina. Jim motherfucking Hodges. Like Clinton, he smoked weed, but he did inhale.
Yeah, that's true. So, it's election day tomorrow. And I guess, by the time this comes out on Monday.
I was like, shit.
Yeah. Did you vote? What? You didn't plan? It's being election day tomorrow. I know that by the time people are listening to this, I have probably already been to the church and probably already set up for the polling and everything.
Oh, I thought you wanted to pray before you go to the poll.
Let these heathens vote for Joe Cunningham and all of those of which we endorse on our podcast. Amen.
And let them come back with bearing gifts. Let them come back bearing gifts and donations to the pod.
No potholes. Everyone's smoking weed, paying no income taxes, and we're betting on some motherfucking sports.
I'm definitely betting on some sports.
Never has lightning struck anyone so quickly and so often as it when I prayed.
Isn't that so crazy that DraftKings and stuff like that, you can download the app, but if you are living in like a state that doesn't have
it blocks you.
Yeah, that's so crazy.
Yeah.
Well, and Trent, I'll say it right here, right now. Joe Cunningham wins. The South Carolina Clemson game, we should throw down some Buckaroos. I mean,
Oh, man.
I don't think you can yet. Like, even if he does win it,
Yeah,
I don't
it's
think
Oh, no, he'll have
going
to
to
change
take
it,
legislature.
but we'll do like a wager. I
Okay.
don't know. We'll go over to does North Carolina, is it legal to bet there?
Hey, you see,
I don't know.
you see, they win a couple games. Now they ready to throw some money.
I'm
in.
saying this, and we just lost the game we should have won.
It was a terrible showing.
It was.
And not even a terrible showing by South Carolina alone. Like, I did not think that Missouri really.
They're not good, and we just went out and we're like, hey, football.
We're playing at home. This wasn't
football. Like, what? Do you?
this wasn't the homecoming game, was it?
Yeah,
Oh, that's
it was.
Oh, yeah, that was homecoming weekend.
It was
Embarrassing.
embarrassing as hell, but there ain't no way around it.
Sorry.
I mean, but you got to think about it, man. Every team that you play on
Saturday.
Well, not even
Television.
Saturday, but for homecoming, you're disrespecting them because you're looking at them as a guaranteed win.
Oh, for
That's
sure.
what you do.
I
Like
don't-
when teams have you for their homecoming,
Yeah.
you're like, oh, well.
Oh, they thought
spoiler.
they thought we
imagine?
was gonna get our ass.
Could you imagine getting lined up, like being like all 7 of your away or all 5 of your away games are all homecoming
homecoming
games?
games? Oh man,
I'll tell you this: if you know the people have to walk on the field to be homecoming king
Yeah.
and queen and shit, if your team's getting your ass kicked and you're an involved fan, I would be out there like beat red. It's like fuck all this.
Especially if
Think I
you're in
want
New
to be
Jersey.
out here? Yeah. I don't want no part of it.
that's crazy.
I'm ready to go
great.
out here and take someone's head off.
So
Well, that's the thing. Everybody has a wake up call.
Yeah, yeah.
right.
They do.
And
you
either
think this
you
was their wake-up call?
squeak it out, or you get your ass kicked.
Georgia
Yeah,
Tech has had like 6 wake up calls this season already.
Well, you haven't shown anything to be woken up to again. Like,
That's fair.
yeah, you beat ranked Kentucky, you beat Texas A&M, and then you shit the bed against
Yeah.
obviously bad team.
Yeah, yeah.
You go, all right, no more of that. And
It's-
luckily, we get to go like beat up on Vanderbilt a little bit.
Yeah.
but don't sleep on them.
Yeah,
either.
you better not sleep on Vanderbilt, man.
Never
you
do.
know how they do.
You can't.
The commodes.
Yeah.
The commodes.
So with the election tomorrow, and I assume you guys have not yet voted.
No, I told you I'm doing it.
You're doing
Day of.
voting
I
day
do
of.
day of.
Voting day of. All right.
always.
I think I'm still going to try and get Trent to come out and do some interviews of people post their voting.
Okay.
I think that'd be interesting to have on the show,
That'd be great.
especially the way you interview them.
Oh yeah, man. I'll
Stick
get
that
in there.
bad boy up on the DJ booth.
I'm thinking.
No DJ booth.
I'm thinking what
No.
I'm thinking what we do is we dress you up in a Halloween costume with a chainsaw, and then chase after them, then interview them. That went over so well last year at the haunted house.
It did.
Like,
What the hell is this?
Yeah.
yeah.
Why is
That
this
kid's
guy
like, and
coming
the guy
after
just
the
came out, and I was like, no, and I ran.
so good.
That kid was the best.
That was
That
awesome.
was good.
Assuming that when you go to vote, it will be a little busy.
Do I need to
on
get
the
a
day
waiver
of.
sign from these people?
I was just thinking we need a
While I'm in line.
you need a vest that says press on it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, come on, Barry. You got
Like a-
to give me a laminated press thing.
Is that what you?
GOT logo behind the blades on it.
Well, I could just do the DJ Lonzo.
Yeah, you just wear the
you know
DJ
what I'm
Lonzo
saying?
jacket.
The
By the way, that
official.
jacket is fire.
You fucking with it? Thank you, sir. Thank
It's
you.
nice.
Thank you, Muff.
It is nice.
Muff?
Did it?
Yeah, Muff did my jacket for me.
I didn't know that.
Well,
Okay.
well, you know who did this for me?
Yeah.
Big Mike.
Yeah.
So, but Muff put everything on it. For me.
Very cool.
Wait, did you buy the jacket and you were like,
Yeah, I bought the jacket first.
oh, damn, how much was the jacket?
Jacket was like $29.
Do you like the zipper?
not bad
Do you
at
like
all.
the zipper on the arm?
That's a flight jacket. I love those, man. I had one, but it got ripped.
Couple pins here and there. What you want?
Absolutely.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
While you're floating in 0 G's.
Right.
Tom Cruise.
Y'all saw the news. Nancy Pelosi's husband got attacked at home.
And it was like attempted kidnapping of Nancy Pelosi, apparently.
Yeah.
Really?
So this guy named David
So they got the husband instead.
David DePape is
He threw some bows.
he told police that he was on a suicide mission. He went into the home apparently while Paul Pelosi, the husband, Nancy's husband, was asleep, and stood over the bed.
Mr.
And
PP couldn't get him.
Yeah, that's how he woke him up. Like he woke him up like where
Like a horror movie.
yeah, asking where Nancy is. Where's
Oh,
Nancy?
my-
Where's Nancy?
Where's your wife?
I don't know, Freddie. Obsessed with Nancy and everything.
Apparently this was not a random act of violence. That what he planned. He said that he was sick of all the lies coming from Washington D.C., which I still get so frustrated over this idea that the politicians, the Democrats, are just lying to everybody.
Of course. Why? Of course they are, Barrett.
When you can actually look at facts to back up virtually everything that
Yeah, they stopped their Google search way too soon.
I have to suspect
He's a Bing user.
Yeah. He's using Bing for.
So what you got against Bing, man?
Nothing. I'm a big Microsoft fan.
Okay.
But I don't use Bing.
Okay.
Or Yahoo. It's
Or
very
Yahoo.
2006.
Firefox?
Anybody who uses that. Firefox defaults to Bing, man. I mean,
Google. Yeah.
Okay.
Apparently from Washington D.C., the Pelosi home was being watched by Capitol Police. So they had security cameras up, but apparently the Capitol Police.
Do you
are
think
saying,
our tax money paid for that?
Yeah, of course.
So is there a guy supposed to be climbing over your fence?
Yeah.
No,
It's not the pool guy.
he's at your bedside right now. Oh.
He's actually looking at your husband straight in the face, right? Ask him where you are.
Dude, that's when you get up and be like, yeah, I'll show you where Nancy is. Uppercut.
He's
He don't have a gun beside his bed.
82. He's a Democrat. I have.
Fuck out of here, man.
Look, I'm not saying that all Democrats don't have guns. Obviously,
That's what I'm trying to be like. What?
obviously,
I'm a Democrat. I got guns.
Yeah, obviously, the room is the percentage of people in here that have guns that are Democrats is probably gonna
A little higher
set the
depending
bar
on what
that.
state you're in. Is what you're saying?
Now I'll carry it in whatever state.
I mean, I know you will.
I do wonder.
We know you'll carry it anywhere.
If I go to a movie theater
Did he
with
have
it,
like a knife and he just like slightly jabs
a
Paul?
hammer. He was carrying a hammer. He
He definitely wanted to die.
his intent was
wanted to die.
to take him out. But yeah, so the Capitol
No,
City
to
Police.
get taken out. You breaking my house? It's $1 million home. You got a hammer?
Lock your doors, Paul. Nancy. Shit.
He is probably sleeping with the doors open. You know that's what rich people do.
There was a
they don't
nice,
lock
there
shit.
was a nice breeze.
Yeah. The Capital City Police or the Capitol Police said that they actually have monitoring of many of the Congress people.
So Nancy stays in Washington?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, she has to go to work.
Yeah, she works.
I mean,
in
a lot of
Washington.
motherfuckers got to go to Washington every week, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so what you
Well,
saying?
they don't show up to do their job a lot of the time.
I mean, I feel you.
I'm curious about Mr. DePape not knowing that she was like in Washington at the time or wherever she was.
He
at
didn't
the
know
time.
where the fuck she was. He
He just broke into the house expecting to be able to go in there and just off.
If he had these idiot delusions,
If he had C-SPAN, he would have seen her on TV.
he got far enough to figure out her address, but not to figure out where the
Where
hell
she
she
was?
was.
I gotta believe
You
that's
didn't scope
probably-
that out? You waited till she left to come.
I got to assume that's probably public
Paul,
knowledge.
wake your
Like,
ass up, Paul.
I've not looked
But
it
what
up. but
time of day did he get there?
was
in the
a
morning.
morning.
Yeah, it was early in the morning.
Okay, all right.
So one of the things that I find to be completely hypocritical is the fact that the Republicans are just silent on this. Like at first they were like, "Oh, we hope Paul gets better,"
A
whatever.
bunch of people already tried to break into
the Capitol.
It's not the first time someone's tried to kill Nancy at either her place or work or
Yeah, they
now
took
home.
her gavel. What are you talking about? Her gavel got took. Her
podium.
Her podium. They
they walked out
They've
with
been
that.
fucking her up since the get go.
Hey, did you see the footage they released of it was like the behind the scenes footage of when the riot was happening?
They have behind the scenes.
Oh yeah. Her
That-
daughter was filming it.
Yeah, the
her
whole
daughter was
thing.
filming the whole thing.
Nancy was on the phone with everybody. Like
Although, did you? So Nancy Pelosi goes. I was on the phone with the vice president, the vice president.
Pence,
He's
yeah.
talking about Pence, and then immediately Chuck Schumer jumps in with, "Well, I was on the phone with the vice president elect," and it's like, what the fuck does
we're
that
not
mean?
measuring dicks here, Schumer.
Yeah,
What are we doing? Yeah, it was really funny. I mean, it wasn't. They were scared and everything, but she was like, "Call the fucking governor."
I loved the part where she said, because she got told that Trump was going to make his way down to the Capitol. She says, "I hope he does come here, and I will punch him out, and I'll go to jail happy for it." Like, I'm paraphrasing, but that was, I was like, because Nancy Pelosi is like 81, 82 years old, and the idea, because roughly they're pretty close in age, but to
She
see,
didn't even touch one of the rioters. Come on.
but
If I was one of a politician, I would have been like, man,
Has
fair
Trump-
game. I'm
has-
about to.
has Trump
I'm about to knock
ever
y'all
fought
out,
his
dog.
own battle?
I told Gabrielle, I was like, the only thing that would make it more gangster than Pelosi going out and calling everybody like, you need help now.
Yeah.
Was if she like took a gun from one of the security guards, like, I'll deal with it,
jeez.
and just started
Facts.
clapping fools down the hall.
Or just kind of.
yeah.
I don't know why they weren't just shooting in the air the whole time.
But you know how that would have gone. You know how that would have gone across with the Republicans. They would have been like, "Oh, she's unhinged. She's crazy."
Well, you probably would have like
Not these people.
Let's say max they have 1,000 rounds. There's like 6,000 of us.
Yeah.
like
you know, black people still talking about that till this day. Like
Of course.
we're trying to figure out how far in the steps we would have got before everybody.
Are there meetings about this?
Oh, yeah, we have it just about. We talk about it all the time
I
Absolutely.
honestly,
because that's something big,
Yeah,
man. You
it's
got to
serious.
understand. Like it's like
Totally agree.
If we would have tried that, y'all motherfuckers wouldn't let us walk downtown.
Hold on. He said y'all.
That's not us.
Well, no, I'm saying in general, like the government in South Carolina wouldn't even let us walk downtown. They wouldn't let us go to the Vista.
Right.
Going to the Capitol. Okay.
Yeah. You see, I've seen it before where you'll have like white dudes out there with their like brandishing like open carry automatic weapons, semi-automatic weapons or whatever, assault rifles. The black people went and did that, and they were like,
yeah.
gun rights for me,
On
but
them.
I don't.
What are you doing with that, sir?
Dude, it's such a double standard.
It's double standard.
That was
man.
the first thing that crossed my mind when it started happening. It was like, this is crazy. Black people couldn't get away with this.
Fuck no,
man. So the day that it happened, I was at work. We had the television. Like as soon as the news broke, I turned the television on. We had a TV and IT. I turned it on, put it on CNN, and like as soon as it started happening, my boss took off. Didn't see him for 3 days. Because like we were all sitting there discussing, like this is insane. These people are clearly criminals that are, this is absolutely crazy.
Was
of course, he went to go join.
Yeah, potentially, but no, he took off. Didn't see him for 3 days. Like he did not show up for work for 3 days.
He went up there.
I have to assume a bit of embarrassment because I as much as a dumbass as I want to think he potentially is. I think in his head he was like, oh, this is gonna look bad.
Yeah. I kept thinking when that was happening, I was like, either start shooting them or beat the shit out of them. And it took
Honestly,
like
they
hours.
were trespassing.
It took hours for them to start. When they finally got them to start backing off, that's when the sticks really came out.
Yeah.
I would have been the first motherfucker hitting them with the sticks.
Dude, if I had the gun, I'm like, make it up the stairs.
I'm
Climb over your dead friends.
I'm hitting nothing but shins, dog, the whole time. Bah! Back up.
You better believe they got to be putting like gun cabinets in there now.
Potentially.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Definitely.
no, it's probably better secured now for something like that. But are they going to shoot if it's a bunch of white crazy Republicans? You think they'll shoot this time?
Fuck no.
Fool me once, shame on you.
They not
Fool
shooting.
Me twice.
They're not shooting. You want to know why? Because they don't know it. Because the security guard don't know if they'll be in the right or the wrong.
See, and that's exactly the way it happens in schools too. Like how can a teacher or even a police officer go into a school and know that is the kid that's carrying the gun?
You know how you get over that? You put a sign up. If you have a weapon, we're gonna shoot and kill you.
Well,
if you're not supposed to be here, and
how do you pick that kid out of the crowd?
I'm not talking about a kid. I'm talking about
okay.
Capital.
Yeah, okay. I mean, you got sharpshooters. Yeah, I mean, you could potentially. I just don't see them defending the Capitol.
Yeah, where were the sharpshooters on the roof?
Or where were the?
There's not really much of a roof to stand on at the Capitol.
Where were the really hard?
Of it, but
Where were the hard pepper mace balls, paintballs?
Honestly, it seemed like most of the crowd was who had them.
Facts.
Like they had
tasers,
bear spray, they had pepper spray.
Well, bear, white people have bear spray from LA Brothers.
I don't have any bear spray.
One time a can of bear spray exploded in the pepper room, and you went by that. You drove by that, and you went, "Fuck!"
Yeah, it's horrible.
Oh. It's
I got the bear spray that sprays you blue. Like your whole face will be blue.
Really?
Like I'm blue, I'm blue.
I want
like you drive by and you see somebody crying, you're like, don't go by the pepper spray.
I want to circle around real quick back to the thing about Ellen Weaver and her campaign before we go to break, because one of the things that I thought was really
Ellen, you're gonna get sued.
Ellen Weaver. So based on the Facebook postings for the South Carolina Republican Party and the Ellen Weaver, apparently we got a shout out or an acknowledgement by one of your coworkers who told a friend of the pod of me that it seemed like the podcast was getting really popular based on that. And
famous or infamous?
All I can say, infamous.
I told you I want to be famous, so I told y'all this was going to happen.
You put it in the universe.
I wanted fame, but I'll take infamy.
Yeah. all I can say is apparently he didn't go back and listen to the episode where I talked about him shitting on the work toilet for 4 hours a day. So
these are the comments of Barrett Gruber.
Those are that's your ethics. Well, that's the ethics of those particular individuals. Is they're fully okay with shitting at work for 4 hours a day.
Well, with your good question asking, Barrett, maybe next year or whenever it's presidential nominations, they'll get you to, ask some questions.
I'd love to. I would love, because I'm not going to ask the questions that they're going to want to answer. I'm going to ask the questions in a way that it forces them.
Yeah, you wouldn't be Don Lemon. You'd just be out there like, that's bullshit.
Yeah. Well, like
next card.
I saw there was a town hall where they were asking Marco Rubio if he was going to accept money from the NRA. I don't think this was this election, but I think it was previous. And they were asking Marco Rubio, are you going to continue to take money from the NRA, who supports these gun legislation and whatnot, that they're blocking our ability to get more stringent background checks and things like that? And he's just like,
Is it green?
People buy into my agenda. I can't help who buys into my agenda. Fuck that. You can stop taking their money. You can say no. I'm not taking the money.
Look at your agenda.
Yeah. Maybe do a little soul searching on that.
Nazis like me. Fuck.
Yeah. At what point do you acknowledge the white Nazis?
Yeah.
Are the ones that are backing my camp. Most of the contributions are coming from guys named like Smith or
just bigotry in general.
Why are they all named Adolf? That's my question.
You guys don't have any hair. Let me tell you about 4 hymns.
Yeah, or like a decent barbershop. Sports Clips, decent.
You call Sports Clips a decent
They just
barbershop?
use they have like a promotion code for the skull shaver thing.
Yeah,
where
yeah,
you
yeah.
put it on your hand. You're like,
I go to Great Clips because I'm not paying more than $14 for a haircut for something that's just going to grow back in 3 weeks.
By the
I
way,
mean, I
Barry, your
feel you.
haircut looks great. Was it
Thanks.
at Great Clips?
It was at Great Clips.
Yeah.
Maybe
We'll
we
whip
can
it out
get
in
a-
post.
Maybe they can come here and cut your hair live.
I am completely.
Until we get some of that $7 haircut money.
I will completely acknowledge that. None
Do you
of those,
tip on top of that 14?
Of course.
Okay.
I just do straight up to 20.
Okay.
I'll tell you this apropos of haircuts. Trenton, Dominique, and I think Byron, we went to the barbershop and I got like they lined me up and
Oh, yes. that is
everything
right.
that time.
Oh, yeah.
Correct.
And so like after that, I'm like, I want every time to be that.
Yeah, no.
But Gabrielle's like, I'm not doing any of that. I was like, where's the little thing? And she's like, we don't do that here. I'm like, you should. It was the dopest haircut. Like
It is nice.
Like, so next time you go, Trent, I'm coming with you.
I got you, bro.
I'll let Gabrielle deal with the rest. I want
you want to get that line up?
Yeah, dude.
I
it
got
was
you, man.
nice.
I got you, man. You know, white people usually don't have the tape line.
Well, it was
Usually.
funny. When we went in there, like we were talking, they were all cool as shit. They're like, "Who cuts white people hair?"
Yeah, I had to ask. Man.
I've heard that question asked before.
That
My
is-
hair is so fucking.
Do you
thick,
ask
they're
that
like,
question in Great Clips?
No. But the
You just assume they all know how to cut white people
no,
hair?
I
It's
do.
like they- like
the older black lady that usually cuts my hair. Her husband actually is a barber. He has a barber
Okay.
shop.
Why is she working for him?
Why isn't she?
Yeah.
Because she cuts white people hair.
Oh, I guess.
I went to a
Okay.
barbershop
Guess
one
you got a
time.
point.
I went to a barbershop one time that my dad took me to, and he's like, this Vietnamese fella, he cuts hair so awesome. And I was like, okay. He's like, he'll even shave your face.
Oh,
So I was like, okay, I've never had that with the brush and the foam and all
the
that.
straight
They do
and
that.
the razor
Yeah.
blade. Yeah.
Dude did do that, and
Yeah,
he
yeah.
did an awesome job, but he left like a little mustache
Mm.
because he had one.
How little?
I didn't say anything. I just left.
Yeah, please tell me how small.
like senior chief.
Like mine?
Yeah, but like
It was smaller, right?
Do you trim
Like
that so
skin.
that it's like that?
Nah,
Like
like
it's-
to
it
the barbershop.
like Inspector
okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Clouseau
It doesn't-
from
it-
Pink
yeah, yeah.
Panther.
Mine doesn't grow thick.
I had to drive home like looking like a pedophile. Like, oh my god! I got home instantly and was like,
Let me shave this shit off my fucking face.
I didn't say anything. I didn't want to like hurt the guy's feelings because everything else was on point, you know.
Yeah.
But I was like,
Don't do that.
like, kids just run as soon as I came out. I'm like, what? It was awful.
Who was the guy?
A lot of men look weird without mustaches.
Was it-
Y'all realize that?
It was
without.
It was the guy.
A
From,
guy
if they don't
without
have
mustache. Like, right, if Barrett would shave his mustache completely and just have the lip just showing,
You think so?
It looks so weird.
Me? What about
You
me?
too. It looks weird. Like, y'all don't
Yeah,
think that?
probably.
When people do
That's
that?
because we've had just beards.
Well, not even that. It's just because I don't think you're just supposed to have like a hairless lip as a man. You know what I mean?
My dad all my life always had a mustache, and when it was his 30th birthday, so I think I was like 8 or something like that.
yeah.
I remember coming home and he shaved it off. First time in my life I didn't know who the fuck my dad was. They're like, "That's your dad." I'm like, "No, it is not. He ain't got nothing here."
That's funny.
My dad always had a mustache, so I tend to agree.
Yeah, you look completely different without a mustache.
Yeah, I was growing the mustache because I was either going to do fat.
For the election?
Well, for Halloween, I was going to either go as the.
Oh, what did you dress up as?
Fat Ted Lasso,
That's pretty
That'd have been
funny.
fucking
Yeah,
funny
that
as
definitely
hell.
would have been good.
or handsome Mike Lindell.
So you didn't dress up at all? You didn't dress up at all? You didn't do that?
I said it.
You know what I should have did? I should have got your damn tickets so my son could have came to Boo at the Zoo. I forgot about that last minute.
I
about it
went
so
to Boo
last
at the Zoo on Sunday.
How was it?
It was good. The DJ there, he was good. My daughter was dancing. I was like, damn, I wish Trent was still here because I get behind the booth with you.
So and before we go to break, I'll just say that you got shining remarks from your DJing at Boo at the Zoo. So the Columbia Fireflies had a tent set up where they were doing, I guess, stuff at Boo at the Zoo.
Okay.
Friend of the pod, John Kosis Jr., was there the night that you were there.
Wow.
And he made a comment. He said, man, we were there on Saturday night, and this DJ was fire. He said it was because we've been there several nights. This was the best DJ we had heard over the span of the time we were there.
Was it Trent? And he's
No,
like, white guy?
No. I go.
Like, no, because he knew I was DJing.
I told him but John didn't know you were DJing.
No, I'm saying you knew I was DJing. Yeah.
So I told John, I said Saturday night. I said, oh, Trent was there. Trent was the DJ there that night. He said that was the best DJ that they had the entire span.
You
of
brought it
Boo
up
at the
to
Zoo.
him. You need to do a Fireflies game.
I told him, let me get one. I just
And
need
now-
one.
Now he's got a little taste.
Yeah, he's got a
of
little
DJ
taste. Now he knows
Lonzo.
I can be clean with it.
I'll just say this as the last thing. I'm working on trying to get a dunk tank at the Firefly Stadium to be sponsored by one of the local companies.
That'd be awesome.
Because there's no dunk tank there. But I'm actually trying to get my company to potentially sponsor the dunk
duck
tank.
tank?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it would be the Duck Creek dunk tank.
Dude, that's
Fire.
pretty
it
dope.
should work.
That would work.
It should work.
Speaking of, hold on, let me. I gotta shout the Fireflies out because I think they just came up with their lights.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
What lights?
So they're going to have 1 million lights stretched over the course of the entire stadium. So the entire stadium is going to be lit up with these Christmas lights.
Candles? No, I'm just kidding.
But only once. Yeah, that joke only goes over once. So the Columbia Fireflies are going to have the enormous Christmas lights that you'll be able to walk through and do at the
That's really
stadium.
cool.
But you can check out, I think it's just Columbia Fireflies or their webpage. Google that. They'll have that out there. So
I'm going to make it a point to do all of that because the things they do outside of even just baseball is pretty amazing. So I'm going to bring all my family.
I think it's great they use that stadium for so many different functions.
Yeah, I'll just find it when we go to break.
And the crew at the Fireflies, the crew that runs that place is just awesome. We went to the World Series party to watch the first game, and honestly didn't watch almost any of the game. But they fed us. There were drinks. It was a really good time. We got to be in that club level area, so that was really nice.
The one official time I went, not in the background. It was really good.
Actually, here it is. Okay, so I think this starts.
It's soon.
Yeah, it's pretty soon. I'm not sure when but it says Sunday, kids eat free. So children 12 and under receive a voucher and a hot dog and a soda.
Yep.
Monday is Mason Mondays. Take a holiday photo with everyone's favorite mascot, Mason.
That's fun.
We got one with Black Widow and Black
Panther.
Widow and Black Widow.
Yep.
Tuesday is scavenger hunt. Find hidden clues in the lights to win Fireflies prizes.
Cool.
Wednesday is winter wag along.
Yeah, you can
bring
bring
your
your dog.
pup to see the lights.
Playing with
Thursday
my mustache now.
Thursday is ugly Christmas sweater and drink specials. Friday
I can't wear
is
sweaters.
kids arts and crafts. Make a holiday craft to treasure forever. Take home. Complimentary of Home Depot. And Saturday is the Santa appearance.
Nice.
Take a picture with Santa
I want to get more in depth
with the
on
lights. So I think that'd be pretty cool.
your inability not to wear sweaters when we get back from break. Okay. This is the All About Nothing podcast.
All right, Nothingers, I want to cue you in about a friend of the pod, Blank Canvas Brand. If you own a business or restaurant and the time has come to build that unique brand, you have got to get a hold of Blank Canvas Brand. Blank Canvas Brand specializes in brand identity, including logos, business cards, flyers, and anything else to promote your business. And now, Blank Canvas Brand offers printing services to help with your clothing needs, including sports teams. I can tell you from our own experience, Blank Canvas Brand is responsible for our logo, as well as the Bowl of Duty bowling team logo, and we couldn't be happier with what's been produced. For more information, you can search Facebook for Blank Canvas, or you can email Blank Canvas at theallaboutnothing.com. That's BLNKCANVS at theallaboutnothing.com. You can find links in the Friends of the Pod section of our website. Visit theallaboutnothing.com. Hey everyone, I want to take a quick moment to mention one of our new sponsors, thepaintedmoment.com. That's thepaintedmoment.com. Check this out. Have you ever taken a photo with your phone or digital camera that would look amazing as a watercolor canvas painting? Well, now there's a website ready to take your photo and turn it into digital painted moments. This is how it works. Visit thepaintedmoment.com, follow the instructions, and your digital photo will be enhanced and returned to you with links on where you can have an image printed to canvas or whatever else you'd like to do with it. We've already got a couple of these enhanced photos hanging around the house, and trust me, you'll love what comes out. Thepaintedmoment.com. Create a painted moment in time from your digital photos. ThePaintedMoment.com. Seriously, check them out today. ThePaintedMoment.com. What is a vaccine? What is a virus? What is a mask? What's a Sasquatch? These are all valid questions, and to answer them in one breath, prevention, potentially deadly, potentially life-saving, and don't be stupid. Look, the coronavirus from 2019 has caused a global pandemic that continues to ravage our planet, leaving victims and survivors. But you can do your part. In the United States, as well as most countries around the world, the COVID-19 vaccine is available at little to no cost. Regardless of your politics, this virus has the potential to cause irreparable harm to you and vulnerable family members and friends. We have an opportunity through the efforts of medical science to balance the scales against this disease and its variants. And look, I don't understand how the vaccine works, even though I've heard it described countless times by countless experts. And even though none of that makes any sense to me, I do recognize that the money and effort spent on the vaccine has not been wasted. And it's not a global positioning transmitter being embedded in your arm. You're holding that in your hand, listening to this. So get the vaccine. Protect yourself. Protect your loved ones. Hell, protect the guy standing behind you waiting on his taco supreme and nacho fries. Let that be the reason his organs shut down. For more information, visit covid19.nih.gov for actual science information. We have to thank our sponsor, GOT Sound Studio, and its owner and operator, Dominique Stewart, better known as Neek the Geek. GOT Sound Studios offers a variety of recording experiences from music, voice, and instrumental recordings and production, as well as podcasts. GOT Sound Studio is located in Columbia, South Carolina, and operated by the most talented producer and engineer in the business. GOT Sound Studio is a Black-owned business. Bring your recording business needs here. You can find details on their Facebook page or by calling 803-243-2302 or emailing gotsounds@theallaboutnothing.com. That's gotsounds@theallaboutnothing.com. You can find links in the Friends of the Pod section of our website. Visit theallaboutnothing.com.
I am the Diligent Dabber from The Dad Who Dabs.
Hey, it's John Kosas, Broadcast and Media Relations Manager for the Columbia Firefly.
This is Judd Larkins, and I am the Democratic nominee for the 2nd Congressional District.
It's your boy, Martha Producer.
This is Taylor King from Your Mama's New Boyfriend Band.
What's up? Y'all know Coast.
Yo, it's your boy Jefferson Cash coming live to you from Los Angeles, California.
This is Neek the Geek.
This is Lorianne from Richmond, California.
This is Justin Osborne from Susto.
And you're listening to All About Nothing Podcast. Smoke 'em if you got it.
All right, welcome back to the show.
I wasn't Stefani. It's the newest nightclub in all of New York. Where you ride a midget like a skateboard across the room and grab balloons.
It's called Gutson. Barnaby's. Those were
classic.
What I loved about
you know who wrote those jokes, right?
No, who?
John Mulaney.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
What I loved about those was the fact that they would not give him like he had no idea.
He had to read it on.
So he's laughing the whole time.
And you see John Mulaney back there like, this is hilarious.
Yeah. And it was.
Oh, God. Stefan is classic.
When Stefan goes on, when Bill Hader goes on as Stefan sometimes for like the late night, whatever, late night or, Seth Meyers show.
Everyone wears sunglasses like Ray Charles. It's called
favorite.
Blinders.
Favorite thing.
Hottest club in New York City. Fucking love that.
So you can't wear sweaters.
Dude, I could, right? But everyone looks like a dickhead in a sweater. I don't care who you are.
What was it you mentioned?
Turtlenecks.
Yeah.
Nobody has to say.
No one looks good in a turtleneck.
Nobody has to say the neck for a turtleneck except for like The Rock, maybe.
I think you have to. If you wear a turtleneck, you have to wear a jacket with it.
I was about to say, like football players
like
look
a
cool.
suit coat.
No, and just maybe something like that. So that. Like John Hamm. You see John Hamm wearing a turtleneck in those Flow commercials. So.
Hey,
yeah,
Nick,
but John Hamm looks weird in those commercials.
Nick, you fuck with turtlenecks, man?
And a blazer. See, that's what I'm saying. A jacket or a blazer, something like that.
Nick got a haircut.
Oh, he did get a haircut.
Yeah, we all saw the video.
We ain't asked about your muscles. We didn't ask that.
Yeah, they're still not there.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, guys. It's harsh.
It's arm wrestle.
That's arm wrestle.
Don't arm wrestle him. You don't know where his hands have been.
He would come
you don't know where that hand has been.
I was surprised his head didn't turn around like, okay.
So, with the election coming up, I think one of the things I do want to hash out a little bit more is the Herschel Walker thing.
Well, we also have to talk about two real quick.
Oh, no, please.
Kanye West is broke. They started a GoFundMe for his
Lord.
broke ass.
Hold
They
on.
did, too.
Before he gives his defense, let's.
The Kanye apology.
I told you last week, 400 million does not make you broke. You're just not as rich as you were before.
And he's sad about it.
He's not really sad because I think he got all his contracts without penalty.
He does seem to be going on
So
an apology
he
tour.
has no contract right now with no company. So everything Kanye,
He is out there complaining.
but he has all the ideas.
His fans started an OnlyFans to just like a
GoFundMe
GoFundMe
for what?
to make him a billionaire again, which is the most. I would kick you off of my fucking platform.
So
if I
you
was-
calling a man whose fans are making a GoFundMe for him broke?
Yeah,
okay, so let
a
me.
rich guy's not as rich as he was.
So okay, so
Are you hearing yourself speak right now? If the All About Nothing podcast fans would make a GoFundMe page for us to become millionaires,
hold on,
We're not rich
got,
guys.
We've got one. It's a Patreon page.
I don't have $400 million
Yeah.
sitting there. It's not from you to make me more rich again.
I do have to confess that I'm a little. I would be a little embarrassed if I had enough fans that were like, oh, we don't really care that these things you're saying or that you're slightly embarrassing yourself slightly.
Well,
do
he
you think
shut
he
down
notices?
that fucking school he started too.
No,
Yeah, he
they
did.
And
shut
all
down.
this, he
They
I
did
saw
it.
he made that
He
decision.
did it.
But
But
what
I heard that school wasn't even getting credited like that.
They were. You had
it
all
was
these.
accredited.
You had all these prime basketball kids in Florida that were really good. Now they're going they're like no school tomorrow. School shut down via Kanye West. No more.
Believe
and now
me, it's
they're all,
enough. It's enough schools in Florida.
Well, yeah, but if you're
kid
going
has
to
go
school-
figure out where he's playing basketball.
yeah, the parent. Yeah, that does kind of mess it up for the parents.
It's
But
not cool, Trent. You don't have to apologize for fucking Kanye.
I'm not
West.
apologizing, but what I'm saying is, there's enough schools in fucking Florida for them to choose
that's-
another school to go to.
I'll give you that. That's probably that's
It's
probably
enough
fair.
schools.
It's
That's
fucked up.
probably
How would you feel? Be like, I've been ripping it with this team. They're
You
like,
gotta
fucking
think-
no school. You're like, oh.
I was moved. I was moved from I was going to North Carolina middle school.
It happened to me too.
Then I went to Newberry Middle School, and then I went to Chapin. So I know the feeling. I know the feeling getting,
I went
I went
Dutch
through
Fork, Irmo, Chapin.
Yeah.
Dutch Fork, Lake Murray, Irmo. Dutch Fork, River Springs, Irmo, Chapin.
Yeah, so it's not fun to leave your people, but you fucking make new friends eventually. So
I'm just saying Kanye's a bitch for that. That's a dick. That's a dick move. Call me, Kanye. You blow us up. I would love that.
I mean, if
Here's your invite.
Kanye, I know
You
you're
want to
not.
give him your number? Real
I know
quick?
he's not invited on a lot of podcasts, but
I would have Kanye on.
I would,
Oh, okay.
If I would have Kanye on.
Okay,
Absolutely.
cool.
but I would test his sides just like I would test anyone's.
would you have Joe Rogan on?
I would.
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I
I
would
would
love
have Donald Trump on.
I would love to see you and
I would have Donald Trump on.
you would.
Yeah,
There's-
I mean,
there's nobody
look, it's
outside
going
of
to
a
blow
pure-
up on True Social.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right.
We'll have listeners, good, bad, ugly, and different.
I want
Good, bad, ugly, and different.
I want to segue. So from Kanye,
Good people on both sides.
I want to segue to
people on the brand.
Twitter. So Elon Musk is
He's a winner.
Welcome to the Wild West.
like, so he shows.
I got Twitter for a reason. Yes.
All the racists went out there and started tweeting the N-word.
Oh my gosh! Yeah.
Right off
oh
the
yeah.
rip.
Like within seconds of
Gotta
being,
get it off. They've been holding it back.
all he had to do is say, I don't want Twitter to become a hellscape. And like immediately,
Dun, dun.
it was the N-word. It was pro-Nazis. It was like, and he was like, well, freedom of speech. You got to have freedom of speech.
Yeah.
You might as well let the people be who they really want to be.
So here's,
because I'm more scared of people that's hiding it.
yeah, no, I don't.
I want you to be in front of me
Okay,
with the
here's the thing.
shit.
They're
Then you
still
go to
hiding it.
fucking
They're-
Reddit and 4chan and
They're
shit.
still hiding
I'm
it.
not
though.
getting a fucking Reddit. I'm not getting a fucking parlor either.
You'll see. You're not going to get a Parlor?
Fuck no.
Kanye owns that.
Nah.
Yeah, Kanye bought Parlor.
Oh, fuck.
Well, he bought Parlor so that there could be free speech on it. It's like, you just
Are you sure Kanye bought parlor?
Yes, he did.
I didn't hear about it, but I don't.
Yeah. I
didn't hear about that.
Yeah, they
I
talked
mean, if
about
he
it a lot.
did,
You gonna get a Parlor?
I'm just gonna Google
fuck
it.
yeah.
All right.
Parlor.
So
yeah.
You 180'd on that so hard.
Oh, if Kanye got it, hell
Came right
yeah.
around.
Fuck yeah.
here's with Twitter, not Kanye. Sorry, Elon Musk has put it out there that there is the potential that within the next couple months you will be able to purchase your verified blue mark, your blue check mark.
Yeah, you got to pay $20 a month.
So
8 now.
Okay, yeah. So this is what happens. So Stephen King comes on there and he tweets out like, I gotta pay $20 a month for keeping my blue check mark, which Stephen King's a millionaire.
Yeah, this is what I'm trying to understand. But why are rich people complaining about $20 a month whenever fucking Netflix is charging you $20 a month?
But that's not even my point. It's the fact that like you have to go through something to be verified. Like you have to have a certain number of followers, or you have to.
No, you just have to be a certain type of person that knows a person that can get you verified.
Yeah, I guess Kanye
on
does
Twitter.
own Parler.
Yeah, Kanye owns Parler.
Guys got to get it.
Yeah, I honestly, I've seen what's out there on Parler. Yeah,
Barrett tried to get. He's like, you should just get a Parler.
My first friend probably be Candace Owens on Parler.
I'm
this bitch.
So Stephen King tweets that's like too much money. That I'm not going to pay.
And Elon responded.
Well, it wasn't a too much money thing. It was the fact that you're going to sell something that actually means something now, but now everybody's going to. So my question is, do we go ahead and invest $8 a month and get the All About Nothing podcast verified?
Fuck yeah. Because you got to think about it. It takes the middleman out of being able to control who can be verified on Twitter when you can just buy your verification.
Yeah.
Why not? Like, a lot of people work hard for that blue check. Now the blue check will be like, it'd be like a driver's license. Everybody will have it. Nobody will feel special because they got a fucking blue check anymore. So now it's just it makes everybody normal. So why not just get rid of it? You said what?
Why not just get rid of it? It's stupid now.
Well, you got to verify, because when you verify it, nobody can take what your content and put it on another page and say that's you. So they know it's you that's
if they
putting
pay
that out.
$8 a month, who says they couldn't?
So
who's going to pay $8 to be somebody or not?
Anybody who wants you to
$8 a month or not?
Anybody wants to.
Another people not going to do that. To pay $8 to be somebody else.
Pettiness knows no boundaries, bro.
I mean, unless it's like Kim K. You get what I'm saying? Like, nobody. You got to be like somebody high up.
Go on Twitter and be Ray J's dick verified.
Ray J.
Think about this, Trent.
You got to talk to the mic.
Yeah.
Think about this. How many times has somebody reached out to you to scam you out of your money? If they can pay to be verified as someone else, they can easily scam you out of your money.
That's a really good point.
Yeah. You should just do away with the checks.
Yeah.
Not worth it.
Yeah.
I don't know,
If
man.
you're making it like that's basically saturating it. Like you're saturating the check. Yeah. Like you basically saying
he's making the check not special anymore. Right. That makes sense. Why wouldn't you want to make the check? That's like whenever like Instagram
that's not proactive.
But Instagram taking away people's likes. Like I can't see certain people's likes on Instagram now.
But
like if you scroll down,
they're doing that so they can control marketing. They're doing that so you can't see what kind of engagement this person has, so you have to pay Instagram to market instead of paying these people.
Okay.
But the verified shit, like if they want to make everybody feel like they're on an equal playing field,
just do away with it.
At all, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know, man. I think
they're working backwards. They're working backwards.
There's too many fake bots on Twitter for it to be
exactly.
For you got to take it. That's the reason why they're trying to verify everybody. Once you get everybody verified, then you can know who's real and who's not.
But if all you have to do is pay, that defeats the purpose.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Nobody's gonna pay multiple $8 a month to be certain people.
I bet they will.
People are making money off fake accounts.
I mean, they might be making money off a fake account.
That the account's verified, it's over.
But what I'm saying is, I'm saying like right now, it could be like I could have like 10 bots myself on Twitter.
Yeah,
I'm not about to pay $80 a month.
But what if those bots were making you $500,000 a month? What if those bots were making you $500,000 a month? Like bringing in $500,000, you would.
But who's making that money on Twitter?
There are lots of people
on Twitter. I can see it on OnlyFans, not Twitter.
That's like property, bro. People buy apartment buildings, but they don't live in every building. They rent every building out. They're making money off every building, so they're gonna pay what it costs to pay that mortgage.
You can hire a farm of people and charge each of them. Well, every paycheck you have $16 take out for a month.
Okay. So right now Instagram is doing some thing like they're doing subscription based things. Like I know y'all been seeing a lot of people that y'all been following on Instagram. Y'all can subscribe to their Instagram now and pay to be their friend. Nobody's running and doing that.
I suspect there are people out there that are paying for it.
To be friends with people?
Let's
see their content?
If Taylor Swift came out and said, if you pay me $5 a month to be to be one of my friends on Instagram so that I can see your Instagram, so I can,
Guess who I'm not a fan of anymore.
People would do. You don't follow Taylor Swift anymore.
She just had the number one selling album ever.
Number one selling album ever. Not only that, but she had the top 10 spot on every single one of Billboard's charts.
I cannot name a single song.
Nope.
I can't either.
You wanna know why? Because the fucking bots are buying the shit. Is what I'm trying to tell y'all.
I'm not disagreeing with you, but paying for a fucking check mark is just an easy way in.
Yeah.
Because now when you verify who you are, you have to present fucking
documents. Why are you special?
But once you verify who you are, you gotta basically create a whole fake person. You have to create a whole fake person.
People do it.
ID.
I'm telling
so
you.
you can know it's you.
I'm telling you, people do it.
Man,
people do it.
That's a lot of money.
They call you from other people's phone numbers to just tell you about insurance discounts now. There's no limits to what people will fucking do.
I mean, I feel you.
If it's making them any sort of money somewhere, and they know now they can get a blue check mark to be able to verify, I suspect that there will be plenty of people that do it.
Every day I get emails, people find my email on Instagram and email me. They're like, hey, you've been selected for our Spotify playlist, such and such. So I go and I look at the email, and I'm like, I don't know if it's real, if this is Spotify, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Spotify email. And I'll see it, and it'll say Wix or some other website.
Yeah.
They're paying that membership to get that email so they can scam people.
They'll spend it
if Twitter buying the verification.
If they send out 10,000 of those messages to try and get somebody, and they get 4 paid for.
I mean, the only way I can see it is the scammers. The scammers actually trying to have a whole bunch of bots account, and they're actually using somebody else's credit card to pay for that subscription monthly every month. That's the only way I really can see with scammers with Twitter.
I got a text recently telling me that your Netflix password is expiring.
And compromised
click here to. And I was like, I don't pay for fucking Netflix. And I was like, so 100%. I was like, but this is dirty. I could see just the average person, because for me, for a second, I was like, damn, Netflix is on. I was like, wait, Netflix.
Shit, I can show you right now. I can show you right now where I got an email saying Cash App. It's $1,000 trying to be sent to your Cash App. Please click this link. What the fuck? You all really think that? Come on, you really think that?
They just want you to pretend to.
You know what it was before that? They would send you a check in the mail.
Yeah.
And tell you to
go cash it.
And once you fucking cash it.
I can tell you a story. So after my first divorce, my ex-wife moved out, and I put in a Craigslist application to try it. So because I had a room, and I needed a roommate, so I had a room, and so I got sent an email saying that, hey, my name is so and so. I'm moving to Columbia from Washington State, and that I need a place to stay if the room's available. I said sure. And I responded back. She said, okay, I'm going to send you a check in the mail for $5,000. And I said, okay, red flag, because I was only looking for the first deposit and whatever. She was like, no, I'm going to pay for the first 6 months and whatnot, because I'll probably be gone after 6 months. I was like, all right, let's go ahead and follow through with this. So I do get the check in the mail. I send her an email and said, hey, I got the check in the mail. I'll wait till you show up. Yeah. And she sends me back. She says, no, go ahead and deposit it or cash it. And then my furniture is going to arrive on Friday. And I said, okay. She said, if you could, give $960 to the moving guys that are coming with my furniture. And I said, all right, sure. So I went ahead to the bank, and I didn't even try to deposit. I just walked up to the bank, and I said, hey, I need to know, is this check real or not? So I gave it to them, and they tried to scan the routing number, which did not go to the bank that was listed on the name of the check. The routing number went to a bank that was in Texas. And then when they ran the account number didn't match any accounts with that particular bank. Mm-hmm. So she asked me, can we hold on to this? We have a fraud department that would 3 weeks later, I get a phone call from the FBI asking me for all of the information about this particular individual. I gave them their email address. I gave them the telephone number that I had for this person. And in the end, I never heard anything back from the FBI, but like they're on that stuff. But there are people out there that like I said, I got a $5,000 check. The idea basically was I put this money in my account. My account has to hold that $5,000. But if somebody showed up with some furniture, I was going to give them. I was going to get scammed into
Give them
giving
your
them
money,
right? And then I was going to have to. I was going to be accountable.
So did the stuff ever show up?
No. No, because I told the girl, I messaged her back and I was like, hey, just so you know, the check you sent me doesn't go to an account number. It doesn't go to an account number at the bank, and the bank number doesn't match the routing number. So none of this seems right.
Radio silence.
Yeah, never heard back from her again.
My mom had her identity stolen one time.
Really?
And this woman, for one, was black, so she didn't look like my mother, but she sure as fuck went to the bank with a fake ID. With wearing a nurse's smock and with a badge on it that said Kelly.
This person knew your mom well enough to know she'd
didn't know my mom. Stole her identity.
How did she know she'd be on?
And this was like 2000.
Oh wow!
And
you were 6.
Fuck no, Barry. I was born in 1991.
You were 9.
I was 12, for what it's worth.
I was off by 3.
But that's a lot.
Crucify me for
This woman walked into the bank.
I remember the 2000 glasses, Barry. All right, I remember y'all trying to get away with that shit.
I remember the 85 glasses that were just.
Nobody remembers
they were
that.
Shades.
They were shades. Here's the funny thing. This woman walked into the bank, which was my mom's bank, to do this. And
the teller knows your mom.
Yeah, I was like, fucking no, you're not. And the cops came and arrested her. And I think she, like, her and her husband, who was in on it, had been doing it to multiple people.
That was real racist of that teller to be like, you don't look like a king.
Well, shit, she was black. She was like, you're absolutely a king. But it was funny. She's like, yeah, you absolutely do not look like Kelly King. I know her.
Why didn't you go to a fucking another bank?
There was a credit union, which was the dumbass thing to do.
Oh, yeah, no.
Well, the cops came then and there, arrested her, and I think her and her husband went to jail for like 10 years.
Dang.
For
bank fraud. That's
all
federal.
The shit they did, yeah.
That check fraud. That's federal. I mean, that'll get you. That'll take care of you for.
Well,
several.
it's like.
And now you can't vote again.
Well, yeah, no, not with a federal thing. But what's funny is it's just like, if you're gonna go do that thing, be better. You're like, you're so bad at it. But apparently, I've gotten away with it a couple times.
I mean, it's a lot. Let's talk about all the bad scams. Let's talk about what the scam you got hit. I got hit. I told y'all about the UPS scam, right? I told y'all.
No, I've never been scammed.
Okay, so I got scammed by.
To the detriment of me telling like student loan people to go fuck themselves.
Cash App. I will say, is better than a bank. Only because of this situation that I'm about to tell y'all.
Is it FID?
I was trying. This was when I was between jobs. I tried to get hired for the postal service, right?
Okay.
So the postal service, I went on their so-called website.
That ended in .gov.
First of all, USPS.gov.
Okay.
What did you go to?
I don't know where I went to. But
the Eagle had like 1 week in
the picture had
an eye patch.
The picture had a girl wearing postal service outfit.
What tipped you off? How far into this did you get?
Okay, I put the whole application in. I did the whole application.
Social and everything. Probably.
I don't think so.
No.
I don't think it asked me that. See, what fucked me up was y'all gotta laugh at this part.
What do you mean .org?
The application the application asked for.
What is your favorite color?
No, it asked for $49.95 that will be returned back to you after you complete the application.
That's normal.
Yeah, totally normal.
So I'm over here I'm like, oh, maybe the post office thinks if you're broke, you can't work for them already.
This job's guaranteed. They gotta pay me back.
This is government. That's what I was thinking. And then I told my girl, she was like, "You might want to look into that. I've never heard about paying for an application." I was like, "Really?" She's like, "No." I was
like, I'm down $49.45.
Yeah. So I called Cash App, and Cash App was like, "Okay, we'll look into it." So apparently they gave it back because it's multiple people, and this website, this website is still up to this day, where you can go on there and it will ask you to put $49.95 that will be returned back to you. Cash App kind of didn't want to pay me, but it was like, yeah, it's a real scam, so we're gonna give you your money back.
It's crazy.
I know Facebook has gotten people where they'll get people to record videos saying, "Do this for me," like a pyramid scheme kind of thing.
Really?
And use that video of somebody to go trick somebody else into giving up their shit. Like,
that has never happened.
Take
to
a picture
me.
of your fucking driver's license.
What's the worst scam you got hit with? You got hit with a timeshare? Did you get hit with a timeshare?
No, I've never actually fallen for a scam. I've laid the groundwork for them to fall on their own sword, but like I've never actually gone full throat on it and like gotten scammed.
Dude, if I won like a radio contest, I'd be like, go fuck yourself. I'm such a skeptic.
I've won. WACH was giving out DVDs one time of Finding Nemo. You were like 12.
I remember Finding Nemo. Fucking asshole. It's a great fucking movie. Don't do me like that.
But WACH here in Columbia was giving out the DVD, and I happened to win the contest by responding. And like they said, do you want us to mail it to you? And I was like, no, y'all are downtown. I'll just come pick it up. So like that's. But like I've never fallen victim to a scam, but I've recognized where they were going.
Correct.
Those text messages, man, they get tricky. I just
for sure.
I don't play bullshit. Like even in day-to-day stuff that even I initiate.
Yeah.
If it's too much, I'm like, I'm not doing this.
Yeah.
Like you don't need this information. My uncle, this man was so smart. He's also like a religious zealot who used to fast for like 45 days. So he was crazy. He was my uncle on my cousin's side. Yeah, so we're not blood related.
So your uncle, cousin,
I watched this man program my Windows 95 computer from memory.
He's his own grandpa.
The dude's a genius. We went to the air show one time though, and he worked for NASA, so he knew shit.
Yeah.
But they came up and asked for signature for like petitions and shit, and he was like, "What are you gonna do with this? Why do you want?" Like I was like, that's where I picked up my instant level of scrutiny and skepticism about anything. I'm not signing my fucking name. You're not even getting my phone number. If I can get away with giving you the most minimal, I have fake email accounts just to test things.
Oh, I have a phone number specifically for when.
So y'all never bought fake like tickets?
No, I've never bought fake tickets. The only thing I've ever one time I did buy tickets to Williams-Brice that
was outside the stadium.
Yeah, it was scalper outside the ticket, which normally you can trust.
Yeah.
I mean because
they bought them off of everybody else.
Yeah, because that's how they make money is scalpers.
I need
almost
tickets.
across the
That's
country.
what they always put. I need tickets when they really got.
Virtually every sporting event across the country has laws or rule. The states have laws that govern over. You cannot sell a ticket for more than the price of the ticket. So what they do is they buy your 50-yard line tickets that are $150 a piece. They'll offer you $75 for both of them, and then they'll turn around and sell them for $150. So they'll make 70,
at least sell them for $100.
but they'll do that 15-20 times.
Yeah.
And that's how they'll sell them for ticket price.
Well, what's funny is like when you go to, like when they're doing that, you're walking into the stadium and you're like, I'm fucking here.
Yeah,
Like,
already.
I just paid $20 for parking. Like, you want me to turn around and just go home now? Like, it just doesn't make sense.
A scalper will almost always, depending on the game, scalpers will almost always sell out their tickets because people want them.
Yeah.
Yeah, you go down there like, well, we'll get one off a scalper. It's just I don't play some like I want verified. I want to know if I got to go bite somebody and figure this out. I'll figure it out. Like if I get fucked, I'm calling someone who's going to reimburse me for getting fucked.
So one time the one time that I don't think that I got scammed. I think that what happened was that the ticket scalper got scammed. So somebody here's how I'll explain it.
Bear, it seems like you're taking up for the tickets.
So the guy that I bought the tickets from, of course, he had bought them from somebody else.
Correct.
I'm guessing that what happened was that person that sold him the tickets had already had those tickets scanned, because when I tried to use them, but I walked right back over to the scalper and I was like, hey, these tickets don't work, I want my money back. And he gave me 2 more tickets.
And those worked?
Yeah, those worked fine.
That's genius. If you get in there and you're like, I don't feel good. I bet there's a dumbass.
I guarantee you, if you would have got far enough from him and he would have walked away.
Oh, you're sure?
Yeah, he would have been like, yeah.
Yeah,
well, we're good.
Those were in the days when I could run.
Yeah. Bear chasing him down Williams-Brice with a kayak.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get you.
It was a rainy night. Rainy night.
If you still had your busted up kayak, you should have just cut holes, put your legs through it, and that would have been your Halloween costume.
That would have been funny as fuck.
I like being reminded about that.
That is the funniest. I really wish we would have had video of that. Like as it coming
The
off.
guy's like, "This your
It was the scariest thing I've ever seen in my entire life because and I don't scare
Imagine the people behind you.
Oh, for sure. Well, it was a tractor trailer truck.
Yeah.
So when the kayak came off of the car, man, that thing flew off the car and then glided down the interstate before it got hit by a Mack
It was
truck.
probably right beside me. Like this.
And I don't know what to do at that point because I've all of the traffic behind me has stopped.
Yeah.
And I'm watching as this guy gets out of his car, but I'm just I don't have any clue what I'm supposed to do. I can't. There's nowhere to pull over because it's on I-26 where they're doing construction. So the barriers are right up against the road.
Correct.
And so I get as far as where the barriers are pulled over, and I'm just gonna have to walk up there and pull it out of the interstate or something. Come to find out, so the guy, the family that actually was right behind, it bounced off of their bumper.
Yeah.
Didn't cause them any damage, but it bounced off of their bumper. He stopped, got out, threw it over the side of the barriers, and then traffic resumed. But I called DOT that afternoon, and then the next day I was like, I lost a kayak on the interstate. What's the chance that it's in any condition? He was like, well, the people pick up the trash along the side of the road once a week, so they'll probably get it then. I was like, well, yeah, that's done.
This thing's not that bad.
Man, I'm gonna give you this, man. You have your Karen moments. Man.
He does. I would have been like,
I would have never called SCDOT. And let him know. Barrett basically just snitched on himself that he littered on the highway.
To an extreme.
You definitely littered.
To an extreme.
I'll tell you, the scariest thing carrying, my brother and I had to go move my mom one time, so I brought my trailer with my Jeep, and we moved her stuff. And it was empty bringing it back, and my brother's like, hook the trailer up. So we're on the interstate, and we get off on Peak. My trailer is now beside me, hauling ass. The tongue is like this, and I just look at my brother like, you motherfucker.
Did he know what he had done?
Yeah. I was like, and he had hooked up trailers all his life, but he must not giving a shit, or it was just a crappy trailer at the time. And it unhooked and just came by me. It slammed into the back of my Jeep, dented it, and I was like, dude. But luckily, it just went off in that little grassy patch, and I was able to pull up and just go.
See, in my head, I imagine the scene from Twister where they're driving along the road and the cow comes flying up.
It was exactly like that.
Cow.
I was like, what's going on? And then all of a sudden, I'm still taking a peek, and there's the trailer.
Another cow.
Hauling ass.
That's funny.
Real quick, I want to make sure to mention that Lindsey Graham is going to have to testify under his subpoena to the grand jury in Georgia.
And you better not fucking lie, Lindsey.
You know he's going to.
That's all he does.
But he's got to do it under oath, which means that
He's
if
gonna
he
lie.
lies, he perjures himself. That's perjury. And to perjure yourself in front of a grand jury that's on the verge of issuing indictments, why?
I feel like if you lied on the stand, you need to go to jail.
Yeah, I agree. So
you know what I'm saying? Or you need to lose your position.
Ultimately,
or empty your bank account.
Ultimately, it sounds like his defense was that he was desperately hoping that Clarence Thomas was going to step in and allow him to get away with this.
Well, he's just going to plead the fifth about a whole lot of stuff.
Of course.
He's going to be fipping it out.
Fifth. 1, 2, 3, 4.
It's bound to happen.
If the glove doesn't fit, you must have quit.
Ooh. Oh. That's a deep dive.
That's a bell show.
I guess the only thing left to say is that for this episode, vote. Tomorrow is election day.
We really got into nothing.
Yeah, we spread it out too.
Yeah. Enjoy.
Like cream cheese over a bagel.
White people shit.
All right, fine. Like cream cheese over cinnamon.
No, how about no cream cheese? How about just regular butter?
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Like ranch on
regular butter
you don't
over
put any cream cheese on a bagel.
I don't put cream cheese on nothing, Barrett.
You're insane.
Hold on.
You were missing out.
Like you wouldn't do like a buffalo chicken dip.
No.
You wouldn't.
I mean,
what would be in that?
Actually, I just ate buffalo chicken dip.
It has cream cheese.
My girlfriend made it for Halloween.
Okay.
So yes, I put hella cheese on top of that bitch.
Okay.
So I didn't taste no cream cheese. Is what I'm trying to tell you.
I like my cheese melted, not creamy. Shredded slices.
It was some shredded cheese.
Just don't give it to me creamy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right, well,
I
fair.
really hate cream cheese.
All right, so what we've learned this week is that Trent is not a fan of cream cheese or white people's bagel with cream cheese, just butter.
We just need
My wife thinks
regular
everything
butter.
bagel. I'm like, what the fuck is that?
Regular butter.
That's a turkey club is what you use everything bagel for.
Oh yeah, you're right. Everything bagel is pretty good, but I just need a regular biscuit with butter over it, just like Bojangles.
That's fair. I'll give it to you.
That's all I need.
All right, fair. That's how we'll end this then. Regular biscuit with butter from Bojangles.
And fuck a bagel.
Okay. Well, all right.
So you're coming up more white than we are right now.
I said fuck a bagel.
Yeah.
Trent's like mayonnaise on
That
a
was
bagel.
that
I
was
don't like mayonnaise either, but we can talk about that later.
that was the story. Oh, well,
Miracle Whip. Okay, Miracle Whip or mayonnaise? Which one?
Mayonnaise. Duke's
Okay.
mayonnaise all the way.
Okay,
can't
I
do
just wanted to
Miracle
make
Whip.
sure.
It tastes like I'm eating sugar.
My dad was big on Miracle Whip, and I'm like, it's fucking gross.
I think Miracle Whip is like it's a certain age range.
They call it salad dressing, and I can't imagine a situation where that's going on.
Miracle Whip is the ingredient that you use in something else. You don't use it as a condiment on like a sandwich.
It's just gross.
Yeah.
And then they sell it in them big ass jars too, which makes it even.
Well, it's an
worse.
imposter. It's just sitting here, the bastard son of mayonnaise.
All right,
I never thought about it.
that's what we've learned this week is that mayonnaise is good. Miracle Whip is the bastard son of mayonnaise. So,
It's the Trump son.
yeah, there you go.
It's the
Nobody
Eric
wants to
Trump.
experience
Trump.
Thank you, Nick the Geek, engineer and producer, owner and operator of GOT Sound Studio. Check out details on how you can utilize his talent and production expertise at gotsoundstudio.com. Thanks to Muff the Producer. Follow him on Instagram at Muff the Producer. Thanks to Shiana Rivers for the intro and outro. Follow her podcast, Who You Callin' Holistic, available on most of your podcast listening platforms. Thanks to Trent Clark, aka DJ Lonzo, currently serving as the house DJ at the main course in Columbia, South Carolina. Make sure to go by and have a good time. You can contact Trent for all your entertainment needs. Trent at theallaboutnothing.com and on Instagram at TheRealDJLonzo. On Twitter at DJ Lonzo Top 5. You can also phone him 803-262-7982. If you enjoy the show, consider becoming a patron by visiting our website and clicking at the link at the top of the browser that will take you to our Patreon page. You can find details on how you become a supporter, or you can check out benefits there and just consider a donation so that we can continue to bring you this nonsense. We enjoy doing it. We enjoy you enjoying it. As always, you can follow us on Facebook. Just search for All About Nothing US, on Twitter and Instagram at AAN_pod, or you can find links to all of our social media and available podcast platforms by visiting theallaboutnothing.com. If you'd like to be heard on the show, you may call and leave us a message, 803-672-0533. If the time between these episodes is too far apart, you can fill that time by checking out some of our partner podcasts. Zach and I host What the Pod Was That with Carrie Simmons. Visit whatthepodwasthat.com for links and details. Carrie and Chrissy host Status Macabre. You can find details at statusmacabre.com. Ami Bland takes a deep dive down the rabbit hole in episodes of Welcome to Wonderland, available on all of your podcast listening platforms. As well, you should check out our own DJ Lonzo's Top 5, hosted by Trent Clark, available on most of your podcast listening platforms. That'll do it for this week's episode. Make sure to vote tomorrow. This is the All About Nothing podcast. Everybody stay safe and
Mayonnaise the brakes. Have a good week.
This The All About Nothing podcast is recorded live from the Maddie Johnson podcast studio at GOT Sound Studio in Columbia, South Carolina. The All About Nothing podcast is produced and engineered by Nick the Geek, owner and operator of GOT Sound Studio. To support the show, please visit theallaboutnothing.com for links to social media, merchandise, and more. Become a patron of the show by following the Patreon link at the top of our page. The All About Nothing podcast is an entertainment product of Barrett Gruber. Special thanks to Zach King, Trent Clark, Muff the Producer, Nick the Geek, and you, our listeners. Please subscribe, rate, review, and share. If you're on YouTube, please hit the like button and the notification bell. Thank you for listening.